Hi everyone, in this video we are going to discuss about the schemes in purchase and sales module. Now we have to understand what are these schemes. Normally when you go to any supermarkets or any hypermarkets, the supermarkets will offer some kind of schemes. It can be a discount or it can be a different item when you are buying one particular item. Now in Focus-ERP I will show you how to configure this screens module and how to work with the screens module using purchase and sales module. To do that, I have given one document here. I will just attach this link. You can go through this document. In this document it is defined about the schemes module completely and the workflows of the schemes module. To understand about the schemes module is nothing but it's a promotional offers from the suppliers. The supplier can be your supplier or you might be supplying to your customer. Okay, this particular offers can be given for a limited period to attract your customers. So these schemes module can be easily configured in Focus-ERP. Especially these schemes module is linked to a pricing rule against each slab system that will generate the pricing rule. On creating a promotional scheme, the system creates a pricing rule. A promotional scheme can have multiple pricing rules associated with it. In Focus-ERP, a promotional scheme is an easier way to manage pricing and multiple item groups based on different parties and conditions. Okay, to configure this, first what you need to do is you need to set an outlet. Okay, now what is this outlet? Outlet can be treated as branch. Make sure that to work this schemes module, the accounting tag should be an outlet, inventory tag can be an outlet or warehouse. Okay, these two tags are must to give. Also in the buyer price book and seller price book also you have to tag the outlet, otherwise this schemes module will not work. After this, what we need to do is we need to define the schemes in masters. Okay, in home button we have masters, under masters we have schemes. Okay, let me show you by logging into Focus-ERP. Go to the home button. Under home button you have masters, under masters you have schemes. Again you click on schemes. Okay, once you click on schemes, here you will get a scheme name. You can see here scheme name, scheme type, from date and to date. It is the limited period you can give. Also there is an outlets for which outlets you can give these schemes, and also you can give what are the days these schemes are applied. Okay, let me show you in the Focus-ERP. To create a scheme, just give the scheme name here. I have already given one scheme name, or you can give another scheme name like this. You can give the scheme type. It can be on bill or it can be an item. You can choose any option. Okay, also you have from date, from time, to date, to time, and you can give the outlets. When you click on outlets, here you have only one outlet. If you have more outlets, you can just check this tick box. Okay, after checking this tick box, here you can give the number of which are the days this scheme is applied. Okay, once this is given, here you have criteria definition. Okay, in the criteria definition, you can select combine with other schemes or you can add the products. Okay, when you click on add, okay, once the scheme name is added, I'll just show you how to add that mandatory item selection. First, you need to go to the schemes module, home, masters, schemes, and then click on schemes. Here you see I have only the test scheme. Now I am going to create one more scheme. Okay, here I'll give the scheme name, I'll give the scheme type, I can give on bill or on item, I will give from date, from time, and to date. So this scheme I am giving the limited time till 28th February. Okay, then I will select the required outlet for which outlet this scheme is applicable. Okay, so you can select the multiple outlets also here. Also you can select the days, which days the scheme is applicable. Okay, in some days if you don't want to give this scheme, you can just remove like this. Okay, after this you need to give the minimum and maximum quantity. Okay, now if the customer lifts minimum 5, then only if this scheme is applicable. So the maximum you can give whatever the quantity it takes. Here you can give the discount amount or percentage, or you can give the item also. If you want to give any item, you can give the free items here. So you can select the whichever item you want to give it free. Okay, here you can select, I am selecting only the discount percentage here. Okay, I am just giving 10%. Okay, here I can select any one item or all items. I will select as all items. Now here after this I'll just click on add and select product. Now on which items this scheme is applicable, I'll select item A and item B. Okay, after this I'll click on save. Okay, here it is showing there is no discount definition, cannot save the details. Now why this message is coming? Here you have to give the scheme for. This scheme is applicable for purchase or sales. Now when you say pre-order scheme, it is a sales module. When you say purchase, it is a purchase scheme. Okay, even if you want to inactive, you can inactive this scheme. Already which are in use, you can inactive also. So I am giving as purchase scheme. Then now you see when I click on add, now this scheme is added. Now you can save this scheme. When you click on save button, it will give POS information. Are you sure to save and update? I am just clicking as yes. Okay, now this scheme is saved. Now you can see there are multiple schemes. Now this particular scheme I want to inactive. Now how to inactive that? I'll just go here, I'll just select as inactive and I'll click on save. So like this you can inactive the schemes also. Once the schemes are done, now you need to define a workflow. Okay, so without defining a workflow, the schemes module will not work. Now I am configuring these schemes in the purchase module. Here I am defining a workflow: purchase order versus material receipt note and material receipt note versus purchase voucher. Now these schemes should work for me in the purchase order itself. Okay, now after going to the purchase order, please open the purchase order settings. On the right hand side on this particular button, you click on schemes. When you click on schemes, okay, now you will get an option called enable schemes. Please enable this option. After enabling this option, now schemes module will be configured. Once this is configured, please update it and re-login into the company again. Okay, then only the changes what you have done, it will get refreshed. Okay, this is how you have to configure the schemes module. Okay, I'll just show you the design workflow also. Here in this design workflow, I have designed only one workflow for sales and one workflow for purchase. Now you see purchase order versus MRN versus PV. Okay, I'll just click on this link. Okay, now I have given the link value as item, link value as quantity, and key field as item. Okay, now after this, once this workflow is defined, just save this. Okay, after saving, re-login into the company. Then go to the purchase order. Now I want these particular schemes to applied in the purchase order itself, because this scheme is given by my supplier. Okay, why we are defining in prior? Because sometimes we will forget. That is the reason, whenever the schemes are offered by our supplier, immediately we have to configure that, so that we will not forget that. Okay, go to settings. Under settings, on the right hand side, and make sure that the outlet should be there in the header. Okay, or click on this particular button and you click on schemes. When you click on schemes here, by default there is no checkbox is not clicked. Click on this enable scheme. Okay, now you can give the discount field as discount and update it. Okay, before that I want to tell you this, you need to configure the discount field also here, and you can just give the percentage on gross, or whichever it is applicable. You can give the formula. Okay, once this is done, just relog in it. I'll go to the purchase order now. You remember I have given the schemes only for item A and item B. I'll just select the vendor name here, select the item, select the outlet, and then select the item. Okay, here I am selecting as 1. Okay, I am not getting any discount. Okay, again I will select the same item quantity as 5. Okay, still the discount has not come. Okay, let me close this and recheck it again. I'll just select the vendor, outlet name, I'll just select the item. Okay, I'll just select the 10 quantity. Still the discount is not coming. Now let us see whether this scheme is activated or not. Let me go to the schemes again. Okay, the schemes are active, but we need to map the item to supplier also. Okay, this thing you need to understand. Schemes mapping to customer. Okay, customer or vendor. Okay, there is one more option which you need to do is, without mapping this particular scheme will not be applicable for that particular supplier. So select the schemes mapping to customer. I'm selecting vendor B here. I'm selecting the date. Okay, whichever date is applicable from and to you can give, and give the scheme name, and then save. See, now it says record saved successfully. That means 2 vendors have been added to the scheme. Vendor A, the applicable date is from January 2023 to December. Vendor B is from 12th February to 20th. Like this you can give the date range to different suppliers. The same mapping will be done for customers also, in case of if you are using for sales also. All the workflow and all the configuration is same, just you need to give the customer name if the same scheme is applicable. Okay, I'll just close this. I'll just relog in. Now what I'll do is, I'll just go to my purchase order. I'll select new. First I'll select my vendor. Okay, vendor A, I'll select the outlet, I'll select the item. Okay, for two products we have defined the schemes. Okay, I'll just give my item name. Now you see my discount has been applied because we have defined this discount in the schemes. Okay, let me save this. Okay, in case if I give my vendor B, okay, and my date is 11th instead of 12th, I'll mark it as 11th. Let me see what happens. Now you see the scheme is not applicable because we have given the date range. Let me change the date. Okay, still it is not coming. Let me take the new voucher again. Let me give vendor B and the outlet name, okay, and the item. Now you see, now the discount is applicable. So it depends on the date range what you have defined in the schemes. So this is how the schemes module will work in Focus-ERP. Okay, the same workflow you can define for sales also. If you like my video, please give a like and subscribe. Thank you.